Good morning, everybody. So a viewer asked me to give some more details on how to set up a Linode instance. So I will do that today in today's video. So once you create an account with Linode, you'll come to your dashboard. You're going to create drop down. We're going to create a Linode. And then on the create Linode page, you have the option between the distribution, the marketplace, stack scripts, images, backups, clone Linode. Since you just created your profile, the only thing you're going to have is your distributions, which is where you can choose your operating system, or the marketplace where you can choose some pre-configured Linode images. So I'm going to go to distributions, and I'm going to choose the most recent LTA of Ubuntu, which at the making of this video is 2204. Then you'll select a region closest to you. For me, that's Chicago. Then you'll choose the plan you want. For me, I'm going to choose a shared CPU, and I'm going to choose the Linode 1GB, which is only $5 a month. I'm going to keep the default Linode label that it suggests. You can change this if you want to or not. And I'm going to set up a root admin password. And you can add SSH keys here if you want to. I'm going to leave everything else the way it is. Now, before I click Create Linode, I'm going to click Create using the command line. And what that's going to do is it's going to take all those settings you just preset, and it's going to put it into a command line code for you using curl. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to open a Linux command line terminal on my computer, and I'm going to create a script to paste what I just copied into. So first I'm going to create the script by going touch, and I'm going to name it Linode-start. And so if I do a quick ls, I'll see Linode-start here that I just created. So now I gotta paste this code that I copied into this document, into what is basically a text document. And I'm gonna open it using the text editor Nano. Now there's different text editors you can use, so use whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm gonna do sudo nano Linode-start. Since I used the sudo command, it's going to ask for my password. And right now, this script is empty. There's nothing in it. So I'll go back to my Linode terminal. I'm going to copy this curl command that has all these presets that I've already selected through the graphical user interface. And then I'll go back to my command line, and I'll do right click and paste. So we'll look at this code for a little while before we save it. And as you can see, it's the defaults we have set for it. It says backups enables false. It's going to use the image Ubuntu 22, and there's the default label that I gave it. There's the root user password that I set up. And if you look at the curl command itself, it's referencing a variable known as token. What that is, that's going to be your API token for your Linode profile. So we need to go create that before we save this document. So we'll go back to the Linode graphical user interface, and we can close this since we've copied it. And if you scroll back up to the top of this page, you should see the username that you created your profile from. Click the drop down arrow, and you'll see an option for API tokens underneath my profile. We're going to click on that. And as you can see, I already got several created. If yours is a new profile, yours is going to be blank. And so you'll click create a personal access token. You can call it whatever you want to. I'm going to call this one video walkthrough. You can set an expiration date if you want to, or you can set it to never expire. I'm going to leave mine at 6. It defaults to giving full permission, but you can limit permission as needed depending on what you're working on, and then click create. Now, when this pop-up comes up with the actual token number on it, go ahead and copy it, and then go back to your command line. And where it says token at, we're going to delete token, and we're going to put quotation marks, open, closed, and then we're going to paste it in the middle of those quotation marks. And then we're going to hit Control X to save, yes to rewrite it, and hit enter. So now if we do a ls, you know what, let's do ls minus alrt. We look at Linode start, and right now it just has read write permissions. Before we can run it, we need to make it executable, and you can do that with a sudo chmod command. So we're going to do sudo chmod plus X. That means making the script executable. Then we need to give the name of the script, which was Linode start, and hit enter. So now if I do ls minus alrt, you'll see over here that you have executable permissions on it as well. And depending on the text editor you're using, it will also change color. So now to run it, since we're in the directory that it's located at, we simply do a // and then the name of the script, and then hit enter. And it's going to echo, it will echo out defaults that you have set in the script. And as long as you don't see error anywhere, it should have ran successfully. And the way to check that if it ran successfully or not is to go back over to your Linode console. You can close this window now since you did in fact copy it. And if you go back over to your Linodes and refresh the page, you should see a brand new Linode that is provisioning, or booting in my case, with the label on it that we gave the label for this script. And so if you're somebody that creates Linodes on a regular basis just to test something out real quick and then destroys them just a couple of minutes later, this is a simple script you can keep on your computer to save you the time of having to actually log into the website and go through the default credentials, the default settings, since you use the same settings every time, or I use the same settings every time. And like I said, this is just an introduction on how to use scripts to create Linode instances. There's a lot more detail you can go into, and Linode actually has a whole lot of very useful help documents. So what you can do is you can come over here and click on stat scripts, and stat scripts are custom install commands that you can run when you create your virtual private machine, your virtual private server. There are several getting started guides that can go into a lot more detail than I can and are a lot more useful than I am at it, because honestly, I only ever do these for quick, simple servers that I'm running for just to test something out briefly, and then I'm destroying right after I'm finished. And I have a typed up walkthrough of what I just did on my webpage, which will be listed down below. So if you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to me through my contact page on my website. You can comment below this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit the bell icon to subscribe so you know the next time I upload a new video. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who might benefit from learning about setting up a Linode. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay curious and stay secure, and I'll see you in the next video.